One of the first things that a visitor to Westminster notices is the soaring bell tower of Old Main, the symbol of the college, and the ever-present bells, boldly ringing out the passing of the hours and bringing beautiful music to the campus and town. The story of the Westminster bells begins in the late 1920s with the rebuilding of Old Main after a disastrous fire, and a gift of 12 bells for the new building from William and Mary Duff of Pittsburgh in the heart of the Great Depression. In 1977, the bells were expanded to a full carillon with a gift of 23 more bells from Mrs. Catherine Stewart Armington, a member of the class of 1916 and a college trustee. She died soon after, and in her memory, the instrument was named the Catherine Stewart Armington Carillon. Today, the man behind the bells is the Reverend Dr. Paul Musser, class of 1945, who first played them as a student. His 1986 retirement to New Wilmington allowed him to rekindle this interest, and he now serves as the college's volunteer carillonneur.
Now let's take a journey up to the tower. You'll see some things here that very few Westminsterites have ever seen.
Well, here we are with the bells, and this is called a cabin, console cabin, which was built when Mrs. Armington's bells were put in. This is the clavier or the keyboard. It's like a piano. You have the white keys here, and you have the black keys up on the top. It's 3 octaves, 1, 2, and 3. And down below we have something like 18 bells here that you could play with your feet.
Westminster is one of only 2 colleges in Pennsylvania to have a carillon. Still, Dr. Musser wasn't content to have the college rest on its laurels when it came to the bells. Last year, with the blessings of the college administration, he and his wife Peggy formed the Friends of the Carillon to raise $25,000 for an endowed carillon scholarship. The response was enthusiastic. Over 190 alumni and friends contributed nearly $32,000 to the fund. In addition to the scholarship fund, the class of 1956 donated $25,000 from their 50th class reunion gift to purchase 7 new bells. Funds from the Armington Trust supported restoration of the bell tower's beautiful stonework as part of the $3 million project for Old Main.
These handles here do not have any bells hooked to them. They're 7. And the class of 56, for their 50th anniversary gift to the college, has ordered 7 of the final bells of the console. And that will give us much more flexibility. When you get up here to C, sometimes you need a D and an E and an E flat.
The Carillon Project has been a wonderful addition to the college and has also been a rewarding experience for the Mussers and the class of 1956.
Well, a number of people have asked us how we got involved in this Carillon project. The Westminster Magazine came out with a story about the Old Main Update campaign, and President Williamson noted that this, quote, that the tower is the official college logo and that the 3-octave carillon remains the college's most identifiable component. And I said, oh, it's really that important. But there were no students who were playing the carillon.
And then there were a couple of surprises along the way, weren't there?
The 50th anniversary of the class of 1956 somehow learned about the necessity to complete the console with the 7 high bells, which weren't put in 1978. And so they got their committee together and they agreed that they would challenge their class to buy the last 7 bells, which was a marvelous thing for them to do.
What would we say if we had a message to give to the people who have given money for this?
Well, of course, we want to thank each donor who gave to the fund and helped this dream to come true. And so from all of us at Westminster, please accept our gratitude for keeping the bells in Old Main Tower ringing again, and they'll continue to ring for years for those who will benefit in being supported as a student volunteers at Westminster College.
In 1944, an essay in the Westminster Argo captured the spirit of the bells for the many Titan men and women serving in World War II. The chimes, the pulse beat of our college, have accompanied us through our every experience here, ringing out through the day and the dark, through the shadows and over the hills, symbols of the Westminster we love. It is still so today.